good YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be watching some top 10 anime main character rage moments.
Now as we seen the previous video, we seen the best top 10 transformation. Some were definitely main characters, yes. I believe we have one that was not main character. No, they're all main characters, so never mind. Scratch that. But however, the rage moments is totally something else. This is gonna be something crazy.
I'm gonna relive the moment when I watched these.
Some of them I didn't. Don't come at me, but it is what it is. But here we are. Top 10 moments. I will let you guys know if I did see it or not. If not, I'm gonna have to watch it. But without further ado, let's get going.
As our anime heroes go through their everyday lives, they're often pulled along by various emotions. More often than not, they encounter numerous obstacles or circumstances that they fall prey to. Circumstances where, regardless of their good intentions, things just don't seem to be going their way, and finally, we see them snap. Obstacles or circumstances that they fall prey to. Circumstances where, regardless of their good intentions, things just don't seem to be going their way, and finally, we see them snap.
Yep.
This is one of the most primal emotions we see anime characters encounter during their journey. Well, more often than not, this isn't really the solution, but once in a while, this rage and fury can indeed help them out of the predicament they're in.
Put the
So
fight
on that
in
note,
there.
today we'll be discussing the top 10 anime main characters' rage moments. Without further ado, let's get on with the list.
Never seen this one.
We start off with Naofumi's rage moment from the ongoing anime Rising of the Shield Hero. After witnessing Philo being swallowed by the zombie dragon, we see our hero become consumed by the hatred and rage boiling within him come out in a really terrifying and amazing display. Naofumi's realistic and unfortunate character in how the people of the world he has to save misjudged him so badly. His anger and hatred's quite understandable and even relatable. In the despair of realistic and unfortunate character in how the people of the world he has to save misjudged him so badly. His anger and hatred's quite understandable and even relatable. In the despair of losing all he gained, he completely gives into the anger and hatred within him. This was quite an emotional roller coaster of an episode that released a lot of the rage and hatred generated by the storyline so far.
Guys, we seen the last video. Yo, I got too hyped when I saw this, so I got a little too hyped when I saw it. Just a little bit.
Not too much, but just a little bit.
This, oh my god. Oh, if they have the fight going on, this is gonna be crazy.
Moving on, our next moment comes from Bleach. It's the fight between Ulquiorra and Ichigo. This was when Ichigo transforms into a Vasto Lord. It was an epic moment where Ichigo could be said to turn into Rage Incarnate. After the transformation, he immediately rushes head-on into Ulquiorra, trying to kill him. He's not even conscious and just trying to destroy his enemy. The action's really intense here, with the situation quickly being turned, leaving you at the edge of your seat. It was also touching how Ulquiorra ends up, and it was a really good job on the part of the creator to make us actually feel somewhat sorry for the seemingly heartless villain who punched a hole through Ichigo's chest.
That's
We got to. The mob had to be.
There's so many moments where Ma just had pure rage moments there. It's like there's so many to count of him being in a rage, but it's not technically per se rage. Is that if he uses his emotions, or he starts to have a feeling, if he starts using feelings, you could say he pretty much loses control of his power. His power controls him after that. So, but yeah, he had to be there. He just had to.
The next moment on our list is from Mob Psycho, the epic rage moment when Mob faces off against Koyama. Koyama's a member of the group known as Scar that collects espers around the globe in an attempt at world domination. He's assigned to capture Mob, but mistakes Mob's brother Ritsu as his intended target. However, the way Koyama treats Ritsu and the gang of delinquents enrages Mob to the point where he goes to 100% power, fueled by that rage. What follows is a one-sided beatdown with Koyama sustaining severe damage. He's completely overwhelmed.
Bro.
Oh my god. Bro, Luffy was not playing right here. Oh my god. He was looking at the Celestial Dragon like, bro, whoever drew this and animated did it so perfectly well done. I just got, oh my god, hold up. Let me wind that back so you guys can have the whole feeling effect on it.
Number 7 on our list is a really popular and a fan favorite scene from One Piece. This specific moment is when Luffy punches the Celestial Dragon. Not exactly from a fight or battle scene, but nonetheless it's one of the most powerful rage moments ever. The scene setup was done really well. The Celestial Dragons are considered the most important people in the world in terms of authority and the power they control in the form of the world government. The moment when Hachan gets shot was frustrating, but the payoff we got when Luffy gets pissed off is simply amazing. If anything, this felt like righteous rage and was so satisfying to watch. Even the way the animation changes to black and white in the style of the manga really added a lot of drama to the moment.
No!
Yes! Yes! Oh, that was so satisfying. Seeing that again was like, yes. 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 I'll watch your outro.
Number 6 on our list is Naruto's rage moment against Pain. Pain was a really good antagonist with his backstory and beliefs. It really brought the contrast of the hope that Naruto represents, bringing an epic clash of inevitability versus perseverance. The specific moment we'd like to discuss is when Pain stabs Hinata as she intervenes in the fight and is seemingly killed. This is where Naruto snaps and willingly releases the 9 tails. What followed was some of the best fight sequences that the show's produced. Watching this moment was quite intense, and how the emotions were handled was simply amazing, enough to give you goosebumps.
Well, damn.
Oh man. Oh.
Hold on. Breathe. Let me collect my thoughts. Let me slow it down. Slow it down. My heart rate is like up here. I need to bring it down. Let's just say he does go ham. OP mode to the fullest.
Our next moment comes from Attack on Titan, specifically the moment in the fight against Annie. This moment comes when Eren's somewhat defeated by Annie after he'd initially charged her and fought her. He finally loses it and goes berserk.
Yup.
In an epic and terrifying fashion, he launches onto Annie, senselessly beating her down. This form has been coined as Berserk mode by some fans and was frightening to watch. Eren can be defined by his anger, and this scene captures the pure, unbridled rage within him. He loses track of everything, even the fact that they're fighting inside the walls. He lets go and throws everything at Annie, losing his other arm in the process without care and proceeding to use his mouth to inflict harm. Quite an intense moment now, wouldn't you agree?
この世の全てを敵に回したっていい。 この世の全てを破壊する。
Number 4 on our list comes from Dororo. It's the scene where Hyakimaru goes on a rampage after Mio and the children are killed. The world of Dororo is a tragic place. The circumstances of our hero are also one of highly unfortunate origins. After Mio's duties at both the enemy camps, she was marked as a spy and samurai are sent to kill her and everyone living with her. When Hyakimaru comes back after defeating the demon, he completely loses it and kills everyone, blinded by sadness and rage. It's a very emotional episode, showing that the journey ahead's not a hopeful one. It was heartbreaking to see the first word he ever speaks is Mio's name. Number 2 on the list is Guts' rage moment from Berserk. No list on rage moments can ignore this moment. This is easily the most goriest and brutal visual representation of rage on this list. Well, who wouldn't go mad when the family you know and the woman you love are being tortured and destroyed right in front of your own eyes? That too by a man who you considered to be a dear friend. This was a hard scene to swallow, with its bare despair and terror imposed on us and the people we've come to know so much about. He did anything he could to kill and was truly berserk in every sense of the word. It's not just an epic rage moment, but also one of the most iconic and shocking moments we got to witness in both manga and anime as a whole. Finally, at number 1.
Oh, this is number 1. Yo, I need to watch this just for that moment, because last video. Holy crap.
We have Gon's rage moment from Hunter x Hunter. This was one of the biggest moments in the series for fans of the show. The conflict between Gon and Pito is completely and very emotionally charged. Until now, Gon's shown as the positive, friendly protagonist we've all come to love. That positivity is sorely crushed as his hopes of being able to save Kaita are dashed, causing him to finally give everything in killing Pito. The animation and the background music that illustrate the range of emotions these characters are experiencing is simply hair-raising.
Wow. Just...
And so with this, we conclude today's video. Did you enjoy our list? Which is...
freaking bro, that was freaking awesome, man. I just can't put that right there and end this video on a high note, because this was too awesome. Can't wait to do another one. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the hell out of the like button. And until next time.